Hey everybody, East Coast Car Wiring. My name is Dre. Cameraman behind the camera there, that's my man Lance. Got his car over here too, helping me out. Want to videotape? Check this out. We got some fans here that are too small for this radiator. We're going to make a shroud, and we ordered some new fans. Hey Lance, check out the new fans we got. These are very large, nice coverage for getting a lot of air to pull through that radiator. This right here is a Chevy pickup. I think it's somewhere around maybe like an 88, 89 Chevy pickup.
96.
96?
Yeah.
Very good, my man Lance. Belongs to a buddy of his. And it's got a Corvette motor in it. And we're going to change a couple of things on it. Make this thing look really nice here at East Coast Car Wiring. Here's the piece of aluminum that I'm going to use. It's a little faded, but all we got to do is just clean it off a little bit with some cleaner. Get it real nice. This is what we call a bench brake. That's the tool I'm going to use to bend the edges. It's not going to be that difficult to do. This is my front garage, where we keep the regular car and a bunch of junk. You know, stuff. Men's stuff. Men's stuff. It's a shop. Okay guys, we're going to get things set up for the next shoot and move on. Okay, first step that we need to do is measure off how much aluminum we're going to need for the shroud. That's what we're going to do. It measures 17, and it's actually measurements here. We're going to go over here and look at our paperwork. It measures 16.5 by 34 inches. And what we're going to do is I want to fold the ends so it creates a square-like box. So it goes right up against that fan shroud. So when I do my bends, I'm just going to do a ½ an inch raise on each bend on each side. And normally I add 1/8 of an inch to that so we can, for the bend. So we have a nice bend. So my final measurement of measuring my square that I'm going to cut out, 17 and 5/8 inch by 34 and 5/8 inch is what we're going to do. So we're going to cut that out and get it prepped and ready, all the measurements, so we can put it in the bench brake and bend the ends on them. Real nice crisp bends. That's why I got the tool here. Does a real good job. So not everybody can have one of these, but Harbor Freight sells them if you can get one, or you can buy the metal, take it to a metal shop and have them bend the edges for you. There's some other conventional ways I'm sure other people have on YouTube about bending aluminum without spending $500 for a bench brake. So we're going to get busy here and bend this up, and then we'll be back to show you the next phase of the job. Alright, this is the Harbor Freight bench brake. It has about a 4-foot, 48-inch long bending capacity. Didn't need anything any bigger than that for home use. It's a great tool to have. I got that piece of aluminum here. Hey Lance, you can come in a little closer and I'm going to show you the piece of aluminum here. I already bent one edge. Makes a real nice crisp edge. That's what I like about that tool for doing floors in cars and all kinds of stuff. So has a nice edge. Now I'm going to show you on the front here how I bend it. You set it up, put it in, and I normally, to make sure if I got a straight edge, I normally measure where I'm going to put it so I get both of them exactly right. That's what I do. And then what you do is you clamp it down with these, and then you just bend up on it. And it bends it real nice and crisp. Sometimes you can go a little too far, but learn to get used to it. Don't use it all the time. But again, safety glasses, safety gloves. Well, I got one safety glove on right now. But hey, listen, I'm no expert at this. I'm sure there are people who bend this material every day and do it all day long, and they know more than me. I don't use it enough to have that much practice, but I got the basic fundamentals of how to use it. So if you get one, you're using it at home, you'll learn the same basic fundamentals too. Okay, listen up. All right, I got it made. It's a little crude, but it looks all right. It's pretty good. All aluminum structures, nice and strong. What we did was we put the fans on there, mapped out where they're going to go exactly. Take a tape measure, start making, marks on where you want it to go. Always mark the top of what's going to be the top, so you don't get, this thing upside down.
Hold it up. Other side.
But if you look here, I got top written. I wrote top on it. I got the circles. Now, when people are probably wondering, well, how did you make the nice, pretty circles? Well, it's very simple and easy. Simply take your fan and measure from the center point just to the fan edge, 7.5 inches. Then I take on there and I mark 7.5 inches from the center out. And I just took a real crude, I guess you call it a circumference tool. I just made it. Mark on the tool 7.5 inches, drill out the 2 holes, put the center hole in with something to hold it, put a pencil in, and just go around in a circle. It's a very simple process to do. Nothing real difficult, hard about that to do. Once you get it mapped out. Now, once I get my holes drilled out, what I'm going to do is to mount these. I'm not going to use any of the hardware that came with it. I'm going to drill holes in these 4 little points here. Then I'm going to take that, put it down here where I want it to go, map that out, put that right there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill holes down in these 4 corners. It's very simple. Just get some screws, hopefully stainless steel. They won't rust, they'll look good. And then put stainless steel screws to it. This thing will be mounted to it. I'll be ready to mount it to the vehicle and get that done. And just to let you know, you wonder how you're going to get this to mount to the radiator. Very simple. Went to Home Depot, use angle iron, an angle, 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch aluminum. I'm going to rivet these pieces, right, one to the top, and I'm going to rivet one to the bottom. That's going to be my mounting. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put holes right here and here, and that's what's going to screw it right to the radiator, the top part of the flange of the radiator. And not where the air comes through, not where the water flows through. We don't want to touch that area. And I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. It's very simple. Never has to be repaired. Has to be done. It's very simple. Take out 2 bottom screws, 2 top screws, unplug these plugs, and you take it right out. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go over here to the car, and I'm going to show you something else we're going to change too that I thought would look a lot better. I didn't like all that tubing that they had for the air cleaner, so I'm going to put this on there, and we're going to just cut a piece of that tube and join this right together. I think that's going to look a lot better. It's going to look real good just like that. Fans will be right here, nice airflow. I'm going to talk to the customer about changing this pipe here, shorten it up a little something, just do a little something different, make it look good. The bottom one looks good. So that's basically what we're going to do. All right, everybody. I got it made, got it built. My friends tell me it looks pretty good. I put a strengthening bar in here so this thing wouldn't flex, is what I did, and worked out really good. I got the top angle aluminum on here for mounting that to it. It's really strong and it's not flexing, it's not bending. Looks pretty good. I got the 4 screws in here to hold the fan on it, so when you raise up the hood at a car show and you look at it, you really won't see what's holding it on it. Is what we did. So reset the wires so they're running over here, because when they go in the car they're going to come over toward the driver's side. So that's all done. We're getting ready to mount this thing and get it on the vehicle and get that done. I want everybody to kind of check out my man Sean here. He's doing some programming a chip for a race car that we're working on here. That's in another part of our division, but he's doing some chip programming. So just want everybody to check him out. So, all right, so back over here, like I said, we got this going. We're going to start working on putting this in. Cameraman, can you work your way over to the car here, to the truck? We're just going to set this down here. Everybody can see kind of like what it's going to look like when it gets completed and get it in here. This is what we got. I think it's going to look pretty good. Yeah, that's going to fit good. This is actually our first dry fit. Is what we're doing. A real dry fit, and it looks pretty good. I hope you guys think it looks pretty good. So we're going to get it completed. Alright, we got it all hooked up. Fans are in, everything's working good, looks good. Customer's already been contacted. We sent him some text pictures, and he likes it. So I made a change here. As I said, I was going to make this change. I think it looks a lot better with the filter right here at this bellow kind of diaphragm type of thing, whatever you want to call it. That's going into the tune port instead of coming off at a curve and coming down. Didn't look good. So I think it looks better up here, but I am going to put a bracket up here to secure it so it'll be more stable. Fans are in place. Bracketing is all looking good. The little ball that goes inside the radiator to tell the fans to turn on and off by the controller, that's all in place and looking pretty good. So it's working really well, worked out. I just got to build a bracket here to keep the radiator from moving, and that'll be the end of that. It'll be good, looking good, and ready to go. You probably heard the fans come on during the point of me talking during this segment. Job's basically complete. Looks good. Anybody wants to figure out, how to do this, East Coast Car Wiring. Go to my website. You can give me a hit, give me a call, and I'll help you through with it, or we'll build one for you. All right.